floating through the air. The pain I felt is paid for, all is said and done. Oh, I am restricted, fixed upon the web. I need to kick the habit that my mind is breathing in. Break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I played it innocent, a feel of discontent. I'm finally facing it all, fearless. Burning the bridge that keeps us. I'm here and I'm feeling fearless. Exaggerated, that's what you assume. The story's over now, I must conclude. I am conflicted, watching where I step still, hanging in the balance. Not the life I want to live, I want to take it all. Standing tall, fear outweighed the person you are. Oh, break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I played it innocent, a feel of discontent. I'm finally facing it all, fearless. Over the edge, feel like I'm floating through the air. The pain I felt is paid for, all is said and done. Oh, I am restricted, fixed upon the web. I need to kick the habit that my mind is breathing in. Break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I played it innocent, a feel of discontent. I'm finally facing it all, fearless. Burning the bridge that keeps us. I'm here and I'm feeling fearless. Exaggerated, that's what you assume. The story's over now, I must conclude. I am conflicted, watching where I step still, hanging in the balance. Not the life I want to live, I want to take it all. Standing tall, fear outweighed the person you are. Over the edge, feel like I'm floating through the air. The pain I felt is paid for, all is said and done. Oh, I am restricted, fixed upon the web. I need to kick the habit that my mind is breathing in. Break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I played it innocent, a feel of discontent. I'm finally facing it all, fearless. Burning the bridge that keeps us. I'm here and I'm feeling fearless. Exaggerated, that's what you assume. The story's over now, I must conclude. I am conflicted, watching where I step still, hanging in the balance. Not the life I want to live, I want to take it all. Standing tall, fear outweighed the person you are. Oh, break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I played it innocent, a feel of discontent. I'm finally facing it all, fearless. Over the edge, feel like I'm floating.
Hello everyone, Perumal Jagan here. Am I audible? Let me do some sanity check. You guys can able to hear me properly. If you face any issues with my audio, you can feel free to let me know. Audio is quite important for a stream. How are you doing, by the way, folks?
Fast forward a year or two, friends have changed, but so can you.
Now, I've been doing the sanity check
So
over
can
the stream.
you.
Yeah, I think it looks okay. I'm able to hear my video properly, audio properly.
Forgot your name.
All right,
Struggled to follow
I'm gonna go and
need to focus.
stop doing this sanity check.
I'm not wrong. I know
All right.
I'm
Hello, everyone. By the way, let me introduce myself. I am Perumal Jagan, and I've been working in cybersecurity. So, through this channel, I'm doing my best teaching you the cybersecurity, whatever the things that I'm learning, and I've been sharing with you guys. So, this particular streaming sessions is gonna be a, an approach to do the same cybersecurity learning collectively. Um, if you have any questions, you can feel free to drop it over the chat. I'll try to answer them. And I have no idea like what I'm gonna learn today. In fact, I thought to stream during the weekends, but I could not stream. But however, we are here doing this stuff. Let's see how is it gonna go. I'm trying to pick a topic from my notes for today's stream. Hang on. Last time we did some sliver. We actually did the basic things only. We managed to troubleshoot and finally get a callback from beacon. Got the beacon, and we also established a sliver session. So we explored the basic things like taking a screenshot from a compromised system and executing a command over the compromised system. So that's what we've done so far over the on the sliver. Sliver is fast. You can do plenty of things with sliver. I'm not planning to do now itself because I want to get a little deviation. So planning to do something else. Then we will come back one day and do the sliver. It's not a continuous thing because there are plenty of things to try on sliver. Now we have the sliver set up and ready, but we can use these things to we laid the foundation. Now it's time to, not now, maybe in future, in upcoming streams, it's time to explore the other interesting things. There are a lot of things like EV evasion, pivoting, uh, doing the whole attack, including the Active Directory compromise using Sliver Adobe, enumeration, lateral movement, persistence. So it can be used extensively. We will learn that. We are going to learn that. But now it's time to switch a topic and try something else, just to refresh. Kind of refreshing it would be. So that's what I'm planning to do. So I'm not going to show you the same sliver today. Let's do something else. Trying to pick an interesting story. Hang on. We can also do it as a study stream. I'm also planning to do sort of study streams that would be about studying together over a stream. So I'll be learning something. I won't be talking much, but I'll be learning over the stream. So those kind of streams also I'm planning to do. I'm just trying to pick a topic for today's stream. And one, I'm not sharing my notes with anyone. It's quite confidential now. But once I started solving something, maybe I'm gonna show you that YouTube notes. I want to try something new. Could be anything. Let's see. Axe motor, internal elastic heat derivation, another elastic heat plus post. You need disk 4 and 6 side loading processing. why don't we do some development, uh, kind of a dev stream today? I'm thinking of that. Let's see.
I swear I've seen you before, holding your shoes in your hands, running out that door. And you are nothing, but you say you wanna dance. And you're worrying, oh, you'll end up in the wrong hands. I'm lacking sincerity, but you don't care at all. This booze, this cigarettes, trying to take me home. Falling in love just a million times, breaking it off with the feeling on ice. She's as cold as December.
I'm I'm thinking about trying a new red teaming stuff over today's stream. I'm just looking a Medium blog where I'm trying to find like what I could do. I haven't done this over the stream. I feel a little nervous, but I think this one would be a worthy topic to try on. Wait a second. I'm just trying to open every blog that I know. It's about that particular topic. Hang on a sec. Okay, let me start sharing the screen. Can you guys see the screen? So I was thinking about this DLL side loading or DLL proxying. Quite interesting topic, right? I'm thinking about this. I haven't done this over the stream. I'm not a developer, but I can maybe try this, right? So let's see. We're going to explain the technique widely used by the APT. So let's read it together. The DLL side loading and proxying technique. The key advantage of this technique is that when exploited correctly, can be difficult for security solutions to detect, since it leverages a trusted application, as we will demonstrate today using Notepad++ as an example. However, it is important to note Notepad++ is just an example. This technique can be exploited through many other applications that allow DLL side loading. So I think in this blog they are gonna talk about the DLL side loading using Notepad++, a popular note-taking open source application. So it's one of the popular candidates for this DLL side loading. I knew this already. I hope you find the article useful. Okay. DLL files are the link library files, dynamic link library, and it's a type of file in Windows that contains code and functions that other programs can use instead of writing the same code from scratch. It's like ready-to-made library with functions that program can call when needed instead of rewriting them. It's a ready-made library with functions that program can call when needed, rewriting them. In the previous write-up, we exploited DLL sideload. Okay, operations. However, it is important to recognize that certain EDR solutions can flag anomalies when a system binary is sideloaded from unusual location. For instance, in last module, we used MSDTC, a legitimate system binary. From some medias can detect this binaries being executed from unexpected directories such as desktop, which may trigger security even when malicious DLL is present. Minimize detection risk alternative approach is to sideload the DLL using third-party digitally signed applications, since these applications do not originate from Windows system directory. Running from different locations is less likely to raise suspicions in EDR systems. So what they're trying to say, compared to executing an executable file, an exe file from a non-standard directory such as a user desktop, executing or calling a malicious DLL which is located on some custom directories is stealthy. That's what they are trying to do. That's what they are trying to explain. So the chances of the EDRs getting or detecting the DLL's execution from some custom directories is less. So that's what they're trying to convey here. So I guess here they gave a gub.exe. I think it's a legitimate Windows executable responsible for downloading and installing updates. Relies on curl library. Relies on curl library to connect to the internet and fetch update packages. A key point of interest is not purposes widely used text and source code. It releases WinGUP as it's updated. This creates a potential vulnerability for DLL sideloading, particularly when gub.exe binary is involved. By default, this gup, I'll call it gup. Gup is located in this folder. Alongside gup, you will also find libcurl DLL and gup.xml, the update configuration file from Notepad++. So, in order to find what are all the files loaded by a program, you can use utilities like process monitor from sysinternals, and that's gonna list the DLL files pulled during the execution of any executable. So the image they gave, we found that gup.exe requires libcurl DLL file to run. So what are they gonna do? I guess you could see here it's trying to access the libcurl file. So in fact it is trying to search for libcurl. It's looking for the file called libcurl.dll. So now let's create their own. Okay, so now what they are gonna do, they create their own DLL and try to substitute their custom DLL for the legitimate libcurl. However, instead of normal functionality, we will make it display a message box first. After that, we can modify it to execute any action we want. Let's see. Instead of normal functionality, we will make it display the message box first. After that, we modify execute any event we want. So this one is a simple a C code to display a message box. So it pulls the Windows API. I guess these are all the methods. So it calls a method, and you can see the function message box, so it's being called. So once it executes, you could see the entry point. Okay, there is an error. um, it tried to load the user created custom DLL, but there is an error. The procedure entry point curl easy set opt couldn't be located in the DLL. So in DLL, it is looking for a particular function called curl easy set opt. Since the user has not included such function in their DLL, it fails. Now it's up to the hacker to decide, like, are they gonna define this function, and I think they are confirming this with a tool like P Studio. So they are actually calling this lib curl, clicking the lib curl, then seeing the list of functions, and it's called curl easy setup, curl easy cleanup. So there are 4 functions. Now what they're going to do to determine which function calls, we will use, okay, they are using a debugger, maybe an x64 debugger, to debug this binary. Yes, so when it calls the updater, I think when it calls the libcurl DLL, they set a breakpoint and try to assess whether it's being called, and they confirms this curl easy init is being called. So every function here is called, and they are targeting this curl easy init function. So after identifying function required by grub.exe, we will create modified version of libcurl. So this version will export functions needed by grub.exe, such as curl easy step out. Yes. So they are exporting some functions required by the executable. Let's look at this. How do they do this? Including library, curl easy init. So within this function, they are dropping their message box, tiny message box. Then the rest of the things they leave empty. They are not putting anything inside that. Then once it is run, what they do, here is the DLL main, and within the DLL main there is a call to process attach, thread detach, process detach. Incomplete line. So let's test our fake DLL file. Don't forget to copy gub.xml file as well, since gub.exe requires it to run it properly. Alright, so if once everything is done, I guess you could see the DLL is side loaded. So there is the message box. So when they call gub.exe, you see this message box as the custom DLL got pulled. And now here is the caveat. In real-time reteaming assessments, if you take this approach, then you must be careful, must be very careful, because they tampered something. In this approach, hacker is tampering an existing file, a DLL. It could be DLL or it could be anything else. They are tampering an existing file. It is gonna affect that its regular operation. For example, in this case, they tried tweaking the libcurl.dll. Libcurl, I think that libcurl file, DLL you could see here, libcurl.dll. In fact, this DLL is actually created for some purpose. Here I could clearly see it is located in the updater folder. That means it could be used to pull the updates for Notepad++. So that update functionality might get affected from this DLL modification, DLL tampering. So how can you overcome this? You also need to make sure the update functionality works properly whenever it required, and also at the same time it should also give you whatever the result that you desire as a hacker. So what you would typically do for that, that is where a concept of DL proxying is coming. Let's see. So here actually they've shown, by using this Havoc, they've shown there is a beacon, there is a callback, and also they mention they bypass the AV, because as I said, when you tamper a DLL file, then an executable, you can maintain that. I think it would be relatively stealthier. So that's the concept here. And also you should make sure also you can it's an art to pick a candidate for this kind of DLL sideloading or DLL proxying stuff, because you need to make sure the DLL as much as possible. You need to make sure the DLL is not signed, an unsigned DLL, an unsigned file, because if you pick a signed binary or a DLL, then if you tamper that, it's gonna lose the signature. So there is a chance that an EDR solution might detect the tampered one. So in that case, what it is advised to pick an unsigned file, so that even if you make modifications, there is no signature, there is no fear of losing a signature. So I think that's the advised approach. And you need to spend some time identifying the candidate for doing this DLL sideloading and proxy. So that's what I wanted to say. And let's see what is DLL proxy. DLL proxying is a technique used to intercept function calls that are supposed to go to the original DLL file. This is done by creating an intermediate DLL known as proxy DLL, which has the same exported functions as the original file. The idea is that this proxy DLL loads the original file and then intercepts the calls directed to it. It can execute malicious code if desired before forwarding the calls to the original file, allowing the program function normally without detecting any interference. And I think this image is gonna explain the things clearly. There is an application app.exe. Then let's see. This is looking for functions f1, f2, f3, and it checks with this original DLL, usually foo.dll. This is the original DLL, but before the app reaches its original DLL, we're gonna intercept, or we're gonna interfere in that, and we'll put our foo.dll, our malicious DLL. What it does, this one is also forwards this function calls to the real DLL. At the same time, whenever required, it is also gonna execute the payload, the spooky payload that attacker inserted. So it's kind of like a mediator that sits between an executable and a real DLL and the malware. So it forwards the traffic, kind of a traffic police, forwarding the traffic to the desired location. So that's the concept of DLL proxy, function exporting proxy mechanism. Why these specific functions? These functions are exported because they are the same functions exported by the original libcurl. So any program that uses libcurl will interact with a proxy as if it were original. Curl EC-init is one of the first functions invoked when using libcurl, making it an ideal entry point for the executing the malicious code. The rest of the functions are exported only to maintain compatibility even if they do not perform any malicious actions. So they pick their victim DLL and look for an entry point function. So here the curl EC-init is one of the entry points, the entry point, and they're actually picking that as an entry point. So the rest of the functions are exported only to maintain the compatibility even if they do not perform any malicious actions. The details of exporting mechanism. We use DECL spec DLL export to ensure that our function appear in the export table of the new DLL. Hi Naimullah, thanks for joining this stream. How to be an ethical hacker? It's a big question. You asked it simply. It's a process. It's not going to happen abruptly. It's a process. You need to be relentless, show the resilience, the grit, learn every day. And I mean, nowadays everything is there on the internet. So have a good computer with a good specification, then a stable internet connection. That's all you need. You'll have everything. There are some platforms like TryHackMe. It's a beginner friendly platform. Go subscribe the platform, or at least the subscription is not required. It also offers a free content, so you can begin your journey in cybersecurity. So learn the basics. So even if when you sign up the TryHackMe, it's gonna ask you your expertise in cybersecurity. So answer the questions accordingly. It's gonna kind of hold your hand and teach you the cybersecurity. Okay, so that's what it will be doing. Yes. So I hope I answered your question. We use this function to ensure the functions appear in the export table of new DLL. Each function has exactly the same name and signature as the original function to ensure the programs do not detect any differences. When program calls any function, our proxy receives request first. When a program calls any function, a proxy receives the request first. If the function is curl EC-init, the malicious code executed. When a program calls any function, our proxy receives a request first. If the function is curl EC-init, the malicious code is executed before forwarding the call to the original DLL as usual. So here they are kind of explaining the logic here. building the DLL proxy. So it's important to build this DLL proxy properly so that it's gonna act as a mediator. To make our fake libcurl.dll file, read in the function calls that gub.exe needs. The first step is to rename the original libcurl.dll. Rename the original libcurl.dll to a different name. Rename the original libcurl to a different name. Okay. Such as gub.dll. Okay. Next, we will keep our malicious DLL file named libcurl.dll as usual. Okay. After that, we will add the following code to inform the compiler that we want to export these functions properly. So we are informing this to the compiler that we're gonna export these curl easy setup, cleanup and perform functions properly. gup is the new name for the libcurl DLL file. gup is the new name for the libcurl DLL file, now called gup.dll. Okay. Represents the ordinal number, which is unique identifier for each function inside gup. I guess they are talking about this. Ordinal number, which is a required unique identifier for each function inside the gup. So I guess they are talking about this number, right? The last function we need to build and export is curl easy init, which is responsible for executing the payload. Unlike the other functions, curl easy init cannot be directly forwarded, as this would prevent the payload from executing. Unlike the other functions, curl easy init cannot be directly forwarded, as this would prevent the payload from executing. Therefore, we need to manually call the original function. The run payload function runs the separate thread to avoid waiting for its execution to complete. The goal is to ensure the curl easy it returns its result to gub.exe as quickly as possible, minimizing any delays in function execution and maintaining appearance of normal behavior. So at the same time, they want to ensure this curl easy function is going to behave normally. So this is the one responsible, or it's gonna execute our code. At the same time, we need to make sure it behaves normally. So here is a message box, then initiating the function, I guess, curl easy init. So this particular line is actually defines the export stuff. Okay, so this one is actually responsible for exporting a function, curl easy init. Create thread, then we call the run payload here. They run the payload. H module equal to load library. pcurl cinit to get proc address module curl cinit pcurl cinit. So this function is actually doing that. So it is gonna create a thread and load the library, the original library. We renamed it to gov.dll and gets the address of the curl cinit, I guess, from the original one. So yes, a simple DLL proxy. And yes, so they are showing it is also asking for the update, and also the message box is popped up. So without affecting the original functionality, I managed to got the code execution. So this is the beauty of DLL proxying. Yeah, maybe we should try this on our lab. Let's see. I need to choose a VM first. So let me pick that. Not sharing the screen, I know. I have two VMs ready with me. Now I got a VM ready. In one VM, I'll be running Visual Studio, where I'll be doing this development. We are going to development the libraries, the DLL files, and the next one is gonna be acting my victim VM. So this one is actually running Windows Defender. So this one is actually it's also turns out to be uh, turned out to be a video of AV evasion, AV derivation. Yeah, I enabled all the protections here, and maybe I can now start thinking about choosing an application. Let's wait and see what I can do. I think I need to. I wanted to search something. Cternals utility. So I need to download that. Let me download this. Yeah. Windows internals. I'm not recording anything in this stream. Sysinternal suit. So this is completely a learning stream. So we are learning together. Sysinternal suite. Okay. So this is what I want. I guess instead downloading this, maybe I just download internals URL. Yes, this is what live Sysinternals is the website. Okay, so here we have the utility. So it's up to us now to download the utility we want. In the blog, what we've seen. Which tool they have used? Process monitor, procmon, right? So now we need to get the same file. Procmon, process monitor. Yes, I'm grabbing this. And now, yes, this is what I want. So this one is gonna give me a clear idea. So here you can see these 5 icons. This one is profiling event, by default disabled process and thread activity. Network activity, I don't think I need this now. File system activity is essential to choose the perfect candidate for the DLL side loading proxying. Registry activity is also not required, I guess, at least in this scenario. So I'm disabling this process and thread activity too. So just I got this file system activity, and you can see every binary, the LSAS binary. This one is actually holds the credentials, and there is explorer.exe, and if I simply see with some default with some default when I open this just by default without starting any particular application or any filter, I could see some messages here. The result success means this program found this DLL or this exe. This particular file is discovered. So that's what this success result means. If it is something else, then we should pay some attention towards it. For example, let's say this one, this response, path not found. What that says, the explorer.exe is actually trying to create a file in this path. Perumal Jagan system resources procmon64.exe.1. That means within the users directory there is a folder called system resources. Within the folder it tried to create this file. I guess the system resources file folder is absent here. So let's confirm that. View show hidden names, view show file extensions. Users Perumal Jagan, and I'm currently in the user directory, and within this user directory I'm also showing the hidden directories, app data, hidden files, nduser.dat, but here I could not see the folder called system resources, right? So that is why the result here is path not found, and the second one is name not found. What does that mean? It is trying to create a file, the ctf mon.exe, that's the executable, tries to create the file within the system32 directory. Here what is the message? Let's see. Desired access read attribute open options. So that's the message inside the box. I guess maybe I can just move towards left. I hope you can see this message. Can I simply enlarge this? I don't think it is clear enough, so let me adjust the font size. Yeah, too big. It's too big. Still annoying. Font. Is it okay now? Can you guys see this properly? Let me check. Okay, I guess. Okay, I guess this one looks fine, right? Yeah, I'm just doing the check over the stream, the light check over the stream. It's proper. Yeah, I could read this properly. Yeah. Okay, this is what I want. Now it's time to check out this. So this is the message. Desired access, read attribute, disposition open, option, open repass point, attribute, share mode. Okay, it says name not found. It tried to create the file, but it says name not found. I don't understand like what it is trying to. I guess why is this message? Because it is trying to create a file. MSSP7E and this particular name ends with .lex. So I guess this file, if this already exists, then it could trigger the result like name not found. So a lot of name not found or path not found things. Yes. Great of things. Okay. Now, how can we pick a candidate for this DLL sideloading or DLL proxying attempt? So let's see how are we gonna do that. So we got this tool ready. Now it's time to do some filtering. But before that, I don't know whether you guys heard a researcher called Alhasred.
Hi, Happy.
Right. A small distraction. So he's the guy, Al-Hasred, legal criminal, Twitch cult leader. Uh, yes, so he also has his Twitch channel, and in his Twitch channel he hasn't posted anything in recent times, but uh, gosh, he's a cool dude. Usually post things related to red teaming. So he's a red teamer, penetration tester, and ethical hacker. Uh, he has actually tried this DLL proxy. I think a couple of years ago, he tried it with Rust. He used Rust programming language to create proxy DLL. Uh, I don't know. I'm gonna try Rust because I haven't done this before. I haven't done. Uh, I didn't even create Hello World with Rust before, so I'm not positive how it is gonna be. Maybe I think I can try. I can pick a programming language, but before that, I need to make sure I'm picking my victim. So in his demo, I'm talking about Al-Hasred. In his demo past, he actually picked an utility called Greenshot. It was actually for DLL sideloading only, not DLL proxying. It was actually a different stream of him. Let me tell you this. There is a utility called Greenshot. Greenshot is actually a tool that a screenshot taking tool for Windows. There are two sites. I think I need to be careful here. I don't want to download a malware. I guess getgreenshot.org is. Okay, see, look at this. There is another site, the WordPress site, greenshot.org. I'm checking its Wikipedia page just to get to the a legal piece of binary, and look at this one. Greenshot, getgreenshot.org is its original website, but this one, getgreenshot.net, might be holding a malware. I guess, yeah, look at this. These are all the advertisements. And it installs, and you could look at this, the bottom, left bottom, Greenshot installer 1.2.10.6-release.rar. I am positive most of the time it will be supplying malwares, the websites like this. Maybe I can just take a note of it. In future, I might need to make a video, a malware analysis video on this. This is totally unexpected to get a content. Come on. I'm just trying to store the link in my notes. Hang on. Okay, I took a note of it. I guess yes, I think I have seen the page. Come on. Yeah, look at this. Did I just infect my VM? There are attacks like ClickFix. And look at this one, Synod.tarnet.top. Come on. I guess I infected my machine. Maybe I should restore this. Thank God, I'm on VM. Let's look for this domain. And look at this. This one is a phishing domain. Yeah, we were right. I don't want to take the risk. I'm gonna go and shut this down to just restore the snapshot. Snapshot manager. Yeah, I want to get to this snapshot. Okay, what happened to this VM? Okay, it's still alive. I need to install Rockman as well. But before that, let me go and enable the Windows Defender. Oh, come on. Windows Defender. Yeah. Threat protection, manage settings, turn on this. Yeah. Okay, I turned on. And now sysinternals goes live. I want to see the website. Yeah, this one. Promon 64.exe. Okay, let it download. Meanwhile, I go and screenshot download. So when I search this, as a first result, I'm getting this, but you can see the second site, getgreenshot.net. This actually, this website is holding a malware. I'm positive. Now I'm gonna go and pick stable version of it. GitHub. I go to GitHub and access it via GitHub. Come to this site again. Yes. Greenshot is completely free. Let me tell you why I'm picking this utility as a candidate. What happened? Is it downloading? Yeah. All right. Awesome. First, I go here. Let's run this Greenshot installer first. So once installed, I'll get to know like why I'm picking this. Okay, instead downloading an installer, can I just download? I guess yes, portable. This one is unstable. How about this? Yeah, this one is also unstable. What's a stable version of it? 13312. So when I download, which one is downloading? 13312. So 7 Jan. 13312, 7th Jan. So that's where I'm going. Hold on a second. So I want to choose a portable one. 13317. 312. Yes, this one. Latest. So the rest of the versions are pre-release versions. So I want to pick this one, not an installer, this one. So let me download this. No, I'm canceling this. Yes. And getting into this portable stuff, I can extract it. Yeah. So this is the portable is all about. So GreenShot, here's an application and it's dependent DLL in a single path. When I simply click this screenshot, now it's launched and you can see it disappeared suddenly, but it is actually running in the background. Confirm that, I can simply click this and here you could see the GreenShot. This is actually running in this menu. I don't know, I forgot what this menu is called, but here's GreenShot. This application is running in the background. Now what I can do, I can I'll exit this. I just showed like where this screenshot is running. So this should be the perfect candidate for doing this DLL side loading and proxying, because it is not going to be running directly on the user screen. Instead, it's going to be running in this window. I don't know what menu this is, so it will be running from this menu. So usually an end user wouldn't see in this menu often. So when you plant something in this menu or an application that is running, if you try to tamper that with your DLL, then I guess it's gonna ensure that you will be stealthy throughout your assessment. So I guess that's what my idea is, using the GreenShot as a candidate. So let's find out. First of all, I need to understand like what all the signed files within this application. So that's what I'm planning to check right now. Let's see. So here I got a bunch of DLLs, and I got the GreenShot application as well. So if I go to check properties, I see the digital signature. So it is signed by Thomas Brown. Details: Thomas Brown, and it is signed by Thomas Brown. Name of the signer: certain timestamp 2025. So they are the one. So this CA is actually signed with the certificate, certain timestamp. So what it means, if I try to tamper this executable, it's gonna strip the signature associated with it. But instead, we might pick a candidate without signature. For example, like this. So here in its property, I'm not seeing any sign. So let me pick another one. Properties, security, details, digital signature. So this one is signed. Yeah, name of the signer. Microsoft timestamp service. Details. View certificate. This one is signed, but the validity got expired. So these are all the glitches in this application. So it can be leveraged by the attacker. But I need to make sure if I am choosing a library and making sure it is not signed, that is alone not sufficient. I need to make sure a particular DLL is actually called by Greenshot. So I need to make sure that, right? So how I can do that? At the moment, Greenshot is not running. I go to Procmon, start this Procmon. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna go and start this. I'll keep this file system activity alone. Start this screenshot. Do I see this screenshot anywhere? Come on. Oh, it's already running. It says it's already running. Yeah, it's running. It started. May I go and filter out this process name? Process name. Come on. Green. Contains green. Apply and look at this. So this is what I was looking for. Yeah. So greenshot.exe is the name. Remove this process name. Greenshot. Come on. Greenshot.exe. Process name is greenshot.exe. Adding it, applying it. Okay. And now I have added an exact filter. I could see its process ID and its associated DLL files. Now it's important to list out these messages. Come on, I go to the top. I'll erase this. Exit. Erase this. Let me start this again. Just one click. So it initiated, and I got the list of files loaded here. Now I need to see this result message carefully so that I can check the URL or the DLL associated with it. Okay, now let me go and put another filter. This time it's gonna be result. Oh, sorry. Result is maybe not found. Contains not found. How about that? Yeah, apply. Okay, now I just filtered a message with name not found. So these are all the create file action operation, but I want to see, let's see. So there is a path not found. Yeah. Now I want to pick path with this, the same path, the path as same as the application, green shot. So I need to choose things like this path. Let me add another filter now. Path contains C : / users. My name and yeah, add, apply. Okay, now look at this. This is actually looking for some DLLs and it says mostly name not found. I'll put another filter here. Again with the path contains .dll. Add, apply. Okay. Yes. Oh, come on. I guess the path so this is the path, and here I could see some DLLs tried to load. Shell32.dll. Look at this. Shell32.dll. It's trying to supply or trying to search a DLL with name Shell32.dll. If we could feed this DLL, then probably we may get a code execution. Create file, name not found. So I'm just now exploring the probabilities for DLL hijacking or DLL loading. DLL hijacking it is, because I'm planning to put my DLL in the place of a rigid DLL. Desired access, read attributes, disposition, open, repass point, share mode, read, write, delete, process.
When I'm with you, I am able to keep pushing my limits and all the drive that I have. Well, I'm going the distance with you.
How about creating a DLL here with this thing? Let's see. I'll go to internet and pick one simple code for DLL. Chat GPT. Maybe I'll ask Chat GPT just to test this quickly. Create a code to DLL code to display message box. Message box. Message. Hello. Right. I need to install WinGW. I did not install this. Meanwhile, we already have. I guess I already have this. Okay, it's downloading now. You've seen a simple code before, right? So let me use the same code. This one. Yeah. I go here. So it's gonna take some time. Come on. I'm signing in my Visual Studio. Sec. Okay, now it is done. Create a new project. Back, continue the code. I continue with GitHub. Okay, let me log in this.
The seasons come and go like thoughts of you. Like a wave returns to the sea, into the blue. They change but in a cycle that I can't lose. Each painful but delightful to live through. You came into my life just like another season. Not for long, just a time, just like another season. Maybe this time next year you'll reappear for no reason, but I'll cherish every day until you come my way this season. The seasons turn and change just like your mind. Like the sun gives into the moon, into the night. Time continues marching, it slowly crawls. With each new one starting, I recall. You came into my life just like another season. Not for long, just a time, just like another season. Maybe this time next year you'll reappear for no reason, but I'll cherish every day until you come my way this season. Each time of year carries memories, like a never fading whisper in the breeze. Oh, we will keep on changing all over again. Yeah, we will keep on changing. Just like another season, don't want another day without you by my side. Oh, this season. You came into my life just like another season. Not for long,
Yeah, got this GCC and Sage box. Come on. So this is the DLL file, and this one is loads the DLL. I want this, so I copied it. Let me go to, maybe I can install a text editor of my wish, Sublime Text. Damn slow. File, new, project or solution. Choose a C++, DLL or empty project. plus DLL or an empty project. Yes. So here maybe I'll simple DLL. Simple DLL. How about that? Okay. Not text. C. Yeah. How about simple DLL.c? Okay. Says build succeeded. Can go the directory. Come on. Source, repo, simple DLL. Guess I should just try to date this. Closing this. Yeah. I go back. Online
24/7
Pink
denk ich
Casper.
immer noch an dich. Heute bist du nicht mehr da, jetzt ist das Rampenlicht. Tausende von Narben hab ich nun in meinem
Now
Gesicht.
the simplest way
Farbe
is
diesen Schmerz, den hab nur ich.
package install package control. I can simply use WinGW to compile this DLL. Yeah, it's installed. P or install package.
Du bist nicht mehr da und ich will, dass du weißt, ja die Liebe am Marsch und die Herzen sind kalt, ja ich bin heute allein und das
C.
sag ich dir eins, gib das hier jetzt auf, denn wir sind nicht mehr zwei. Hab mich grad verliebt und doch war ich dir fern, gibst mir einen Hieb und ich sehe einen Stern, es brennt noch das Licht, doch es ist weit entfernt, die Liebe vergibt, doch ich fühle den Schmerz.
Okay, it's done, I guess. Set context, set syntax. Set syntax. C. Yes. Now I do have this. I go and fit in this one as well. Simple DLL.c. Now I go to downloads. I got this simple DLL.c. GCC I have. Simple DLL.c. .o. What was the DLL that was loaded? Shell 32.dll, I guess. Shell 32.dll. An error. I think here I made some mistake. So let me go and pick the same reference as this. Yep.
Trying not to let go of my pride, but every time you come back, it's like falling down these lies again. This feeling that I have deep down inside, I just wanna be the one you need. And now I need you by my side. I can't sleep at night.
Okay. This one should work. Same name, same error. Sorry. I guess I should have added this hyphen shared. It's DLL, right? My bad. Yes, now it is DLL and it got compiled. There is a DLL file. So if I go and check out this downloads directory, there is my tiny shell32.dll. Let me go, and I think the screenshot is not running right now. So let me take a copy of it. Getting into screenshot and putting this here. Hopefully if I run screenshot now, I'll get my message box. Do I get this? Let's see Procmon. Okay. Exit. Is this? Come on. Yeah. Okay, here I have this. I'm gonna filter out. In fact, I'm gonna filter out a new path. A path that contains shell32.dll. Add, apply. Okay. It says name not found. Okay, I'm gonna remove this filter, apply. Okay, shell32.dll is succeeded. Okay, this one, creating a file, success. Earlier it was not found. Now it says it's success. Create a file, what it is looking for. In the file. Is it looking for a specific function within the DLL file? Do I have DLL main here? Yeah, DLL mains here. What is supposed to show this? Now I confirmed my DLL is the shell32.dll is getting loaded into a screenshot. Yeah. It is also loading shell32 from downloads directory, but no message box. Okay, I think I may need to modify the payload, or I may need to switch the candidate to something else. Yeah, that's what I should be doing right now. Okay, I go here. Let's pick a candidate from this. So before we mess with this candidate, we should make sure what's the purpose of this DLL to this application. So we should think about that. Let's see. Is screenshot editor, Fizzler. Let's see. Show more options, properties, no signature, Fizzler.dll. Let's see the purpose of Fizzler.dll. Fizzler.dll in screenshot. We have source code, right? Screenshot GitHub. Fizzler. Do I have Fizzler? Source code. Now I'm looking for the existing DLL candidates. Either I can choose that way, or I can go and check out a name not found or something, and not a DLL that does not exist. I can go that way. I could see bunch of not found. In that, can I just pick this filter again? Any other DLL that I can use? How about this encrypt.dll or sxs.dll? So let me try this. sxs.dll, then encrypt.dll, encrypt.dll. Okay, I got two more DLLs. Now it's time to pick these DLLs into screenshot. Okay. It is exit this. It loaded. I don't see the message box yet, but at the same time I don't see a not exist status for this sxs.dll. I'll go and look for this. Come on, not this one. Path contains sxs.dll. Add, apply. Okay. Oh. Yes, this one. Yeah, sxs.dll, it says it succeeds. File locked with only readers. What does it mean? File locked with only readers. Is that the file system has acquired a lock. File system has a lock on the file or for section creation, and there is currently no one with write access to the file. The status code is not failure but a success code, meaning successfully acquired the lock. The memory manager calls the file. Locked files post locking them. There are multiple ways to go about finding out exact process of locking a file, preventing specific operation. So it says the file got locked. So I could see bunch of success messages, but none of the messages states or no hello world message box that we wanted to see.
Started as a whisper, message from a new world.
How about another DLL? Encrypt.dll, right? Let's filter that out. Path contains or ends with encrypt.dll. Add, apply. Okay. Yes, here it is. Again, file locked with only. So, string type creation, page protection, page execute read. File, okay. I need to learn what it is. So, let me open this in detail. Event. So, let me take a screenshot of it. Capture region. Copy to clipboard. Let ChatGPT explain this. Let's break it down into what you are seeing and why it matters for DLL side loading. So this is what we exactly wanted to see. Create file mapping operation. Path. Okay. The page protection. Page execute read. File locked with only readers. A process in memory mapping. Encrypt.dll as executable code. A window is loading it as a DLL, not just reading it as data. This file is now locked for execution, so it can't be modified while loaded. This is exactly what happened when DLL is being loaded by the Windows loader. So I think the execution is locked. Why create file mapping matters? When Windows loads DLL, it doesn't just read it with read file. Instead, it opens a DLL, create file mapping, maps it into memory with page execute read. resolves input. So here we are learning some Windows internals. When DLL got loaded, what exactly happens? So this is what happens at the background. Uh, Opens a DLL, calls the create file mapping function, and maps it to memory with page execute read. First of all, let's see what's this create file mapping. So yes, look at this. So this is create file mapping and L security attributes. Page execute read, I guess, allows viewers to map for read only, copy on write, or execute access. The file handle specified by HFile parameter must be created within the generic read execute read. This one not available until okay. Which one was ChatGPT? Page execute read maps it into memory with page execute read. Page protection, sync type create action, page execute read. So I guess we cannot sideload this. That's the result here. Page execute read, file logged with only readers. Maps it into memory with page execute read, resolves imports, calls DLL main. Yes, Windows believes this file is legitimate DLL and is executing it. Why this screams DLL sideload? That's the real Windows system DLL normally found in. Okay. Calls load library, Windows search application directory first, load install of the system one, classic DLL search order hijacking. Why file locked with related couldn't use? This means the DLL is actively mapped. You won't be able to overwrite it while the process is running. Confirms it is not just probing, but it is actually loaded. So we loaded DLL, but correlating this with your DLL code. As you saw the message box, this procmon event is low level proof. Why it happened? The procmon loader DLL main message box. How to confirm this? Operation load image path contains this one. Let's execute location DLL is load worked. Let's see what happens right before the DLL main runs.
Fast forward a year or two, friends have changed, but so can you. So can you.
Why I did not get
For too long,
message box?
mistakes. While I resent, I learned to hate. Forgot your names.
Your DLL was mapped, but DLL main was probably never called. App loaded the DLL with the library load library flag. Skip DLL main, most common. So it called the DLL, but the DLL main was not called. Load library as data file. Mapped into memory, create file mapping, page execute, not executed, no message box, your procmon event. And under the loader log. PS deadlock silently fail. Do not call message box. Microsoft explicitly says don't call message box, load library, or create thread from DLL main. Sometimes it works. So message box in DLL main is risky. So they say that says some protection may be enforced. The DLL is strong architecture. The DLL is 32-bit. Oh really? Oh okay. The actual DLL is 32-bit, but my DLL is 64-bit. That could be a reason. To sideload the execute instead of message box in DLL main, do this. Maybe you can try this code. but no use. I should understand like what exactly happens here. But I think I'm feel tiring. I'm not ready to proceed from here. I've been streaming for nearly two and a half hours. So I guess it's time for me to quit. To stop this stream. I haven't recorded anything this stream, so it was just for me. It was just a learning stream. Okay, I guess it is time to stop this stream. Okay, I'll catch you guys next time with another exciting